Hey guys, this is gonna be a real quick stream because I am gonna be on Culture Casino in about 20 minutes. We're gonna start at 2, but I thought I'd go real quick, talk a little bit about, well, more about Kennedy and a theory that I was laying in bed last night and this occurred to me. First off, if you go back to that the Reddit thing that we've been talking about to get a lot of people's attention. That is pretty much the first one at least looked like it came right off of Kennedy's desk, to be honest. Or JJ's, and I'm picking Kennedy. Whoever it was is throwing, in the second one, threw Pablo Hidalgo under the bus. And Alan Horn, but he's leaving, and the status of Pablo is unknown. And since Sutton hasn't posted the story yet, I can't read it. I just gotta go on by what Andre said about it. It reads like it's spin. It reads like it is something you'd see someone say before, oh, he's not going anywhere. And then 2 days later, blah, 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 resigned from. It kind of reads like that. Again, the only thing I could see, and the excuse they said, well, her movie's made over $1 billion. See, that is just bullshit. That's not a good, I don't see the people who actually are connected and can look at the real financial reports believing any of that shit. Okay? And I'll tell you, again, the investors are the ones that have to be happy. And right now, they can't be happy. Because if you look between The Force Awakens and the rise of Palpatine, these movies made half again as much, and then barely over $1 billion. And the only movie, did TFA actually have any reshoots? I can't remember. The only movie that I can see that really made anything was TLJ, because she didn't reshoot it. It went out on a first draft script. She didn't reshoot it. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it in her mind. It made like 1.3 billion. It probably brought back 250 million, maybe 300. The next movie lost 250 million, and it cost, this is a wild guess, probably it probably cost about 425 million to make Solo. Okay, because of all the reshoots. It probably cost at least 300 some million, maybe more, to make The Rise of Skywalker. The woman, after TFA came out, could not make a decent decision. Making, firing Gareth Edwards from Rogue One was a bad decision. Allowing The Last Jedi to go forward on one draft was a really bad decision. Not listening to Mark Hamill was a bad decision, all right? Even conceiving the idea that they can make a decent Star Wars movie or a Han Solo movie, Hale Corbin, with Alden Ehrenreich and with the crappy script, without anybody who really cared about what they were doing, was a really bad decision. And obviously we know what happened. And then of course The Rise of Skywalker, or Palpatine, or the dumpster fire. The dumpster fire that came after every other dumpster fire, except for Rogue One. I don't see the investors being happy about it. Okay. The only thing I see keeping her around for a short time, because I'm going to tell you something. Let me finish what I'm saying, Jim. it's Indy 5. They should have been getting ready to pack up and hit the road and for principal photography to be finished next month, maybe even at the end of this month. But because Ford got hurt, and I just saw a picture of him in an airplane going, I don't know, somewhere. It looked like British Airways too, which I'm sure he's not happy flying public. I can't, you know, a pilot flying public like him, you know. But they're not going to wrap until October, if that, maybe even November. See, the thing about it is this. They're not, what Sutton posted does not acknowledge JPEG's restructuring. It does not acknowledge anything that we know right now, okay, of what's going on. Okay, we know that Disney is restructuring. We know that Lucasfilm is under restructuring. We know that that Dave Filoni got a really big promotion, and this Mohsen Gupta came in to do basically Kennedy's job for Lucasfilm. Okay, we know that it looks apparently that any project that she's really got her hands on is in limbo. Okay, Pablo Hidalgo himself said, we don't have any upcoming projects. There's nothing out there for the story group. This is it. Just the finishing up of the High Republic. Hey, Mike, I'm going to be on Culture Casino in about 20 minutes. So get ready. Anyway, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, now you got to say, okay, so he's been right. He was right about a bunch of stuff from Marvel. You know, Brie Larson and some other things. And I'm like, everybody called that. You know, oh, Mazuris is on. Everybody called that. So really, I gotta say, I'm not impressed. And the fact of the matter is, the only thing that this information dump that Sutton has, and he has not put it out there, is this. It looks like that Reddit leak. Oh, Kathy did such a good job. La, la, la. Second link, it's all Pablo's fault and Alan Horn's fault. When you read the leak, you suddenly realize Alan Horn was the hero we didn't know we needed. Because she got everything she wanted in those movies. A dumpster fire, which is exactly what she wanted. So this thing looks like it came from somebody's desk who wanted this out there. It doesn't ring true to me. Cameron Pasha on Midnight's Edge said he agreed with me on this, and I'm gonna say what it looks like to me is the lightning bolt before the thunder. I'm not going anywhere. 2 days later, I'm resigning. That's what it reads to me. It looks like it's official spin on something that's gotten out of control. And again, if they give her a short contract, because they're not going to, I don't care how Sutton couches it. That goes against everything Bob Chapek has been trying to do. Letting her stay just as long as she wants. No, that's not how it works. You know, again, let me explain how this works. The people in Hollywood, like Kennedy and all these other idiots, they can think they run the show. You know who runs the show? The investors, the hedge funds. They're the ones that put the money up to make these movies. Okay? Disney doesn't. It's the hedge funds. Okay? They see that it was not making any, that everything she put out there made less and less and less. And one lost an unholy, a metric buttload of money. They know that. They look at the decisions she's made and go, you know, they have to be happy, okay? And if they're not, you know, and the media can do whatever they want. The people that have to be happy are the shareholders and the I I'll get to that because I got to go pretty soon too. You know, they have to be happy, and if they're not, you know, why in God's name would you ever keep her around? I don't, I think he heard something. I think he got something. I think it probably came from one of his connections at Marvel because I'm not really impressed with the stuff that he's posted about Star Wars. One of his, I think this might have been him, I'm not sure, but he posted that Darth Maul was getting a show. Where is it? Where is it? And a lot of the stuff that he's called was obvious. It's not, it's not like, Doomcock getting the entire, plot for the rise of Palpatine when no one wanted to believe it could be that stupid. And it was. He literally almost had it line for line. Okay, these are the things. It could be a combination. Because if they can't get Indy 5 done on time, and they're not going to, they may allow her a little extension, maybe a year, to finish it up. But I'm also going to say this. I know for a fact, I have read, I can't remember where, that they said there was going to be a big announcement at Star Wars Celebration next year. Okay. I think that might be the announcement that she's leaving in a few months, and they will name her successor there. Okay. And it will be this big giant fanfare. They won't let anybody who's going to boo her, which is like everybody. I don't think there was any shareholder pushback. I mean, from what that Business Insider article said, the shareholders love Chapek. He's trying to save them money. Okay. And the fact that he wants to keep these people on a short leash with year-to-year contracts, and they have to show positive gains in merchandise and box office and revenue and streaming numbers is a big deal. Okay, this makes them very responsible for the stuff they put out there. Kennedy and company have not been responsible for anything they put out there. Okay, until he showed up. Now, we got to take into consideration the changes we already know that happened. The fact that everything we know that's being made and in development is a Favreau Filoni production. Okay, The Acolyte, it's in development. The stuff we know it's going to be made is a Favreau Filoni production. Okay, it's literally very easy to figure that one out. You've got other things going on, like they got The Acolyte, they're doing this, they're doing that. But they're the only ones saying it. No one else is. You don't hear Filoni talking about it or other people. It's just, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant and some writer hag who's probably making some money up front to put a script together that may never be made. Same thing with Patty Jenkins. Notice how she suddenly shut up about Star Wars. Okay? And Taika Waititi is talking about his movie, but he also said Lucasfilm is restructuring and they aren't talking about feature films right now. So there's a lot to take in. And what I think this could be, despite Mike's statement that she can stay for as long as she wants, that it's not going to be for any more than a year. and then that'll be that. She'll get her awards and all the rest of the stuff, and I know that Cameron has said as much. But it's also going to put a year contract in there, okay? And this is where it might be implemented. And you know, the shareholders are pretty happy with what Chapek is trying to do. It's way different. What he's doing is he's putting making money ahead of bullshit. Okay. Iger, on the other hand, overspent, put Disney into an incredible amount of corporate debt. But they love him, Feige and Kennedy, because he let them run amok. And then with Kennedy, he realized that was a dumb idea, and that was too late. That was too late. If he had not resigned her to her next contract, but there's probably so much, oh, she's doing such a good job. No, she wasn't. I mean, I walked into an Ollie's the other day, and you have to re-upload that video. I saw an entire section of Last Jedi 3 7/8 inch Rays. Okay, I have the video. It's like, you know, it's kind of powerful. Okay. Anyway, so I gotta go because I gotta call in and get set up with Culture Casino. So if you guys, and it's an indictment too on Kennedy and on the Story Group and Ruin Johnson. It really, really is. And for the most part, it's an indictment of JJ. So I'm going to be on Culture Casino in about 10 minutes when it opens up. So I got to call in and get ready. So I will see you over there if you go over soon. And I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you around the galaxy.